Hello and welcome along to the Sports Express Show. We're going to turn our attention now to some EPL action that's coming up this weekend. A bit of a weird one as well because half the league is going to be in the first ever EPL Winter break. So we're going to have like 5 games only coming up this weekend. But before we go to that, we're going to touch on some action from this past weekend because major strides were made as far as the top of the table is concerned. Liverpool going 22 points clear at the top courtesy of a 4-0 win against Southampton. And also Manchester City dropping points once again with a defeat to Spurs. It's getting ridiculous now, isn't it?
Yeah, no. Look,
it's getting ridiculous.
It's one of those situations where you guys are just...
It's just
and then City just capitulated.
Wow, because that was a crazy game. The Tottenham and City game was crazy. VAR controversy all over the park.
As usual.
But
the stakes were...
I feel like it was on another level in that game because there were just too many controversial decisions that were made. People divided opinions on the penalties and whatnot. But at the end, Guardiola
off or lack of sending off.
Exactly. Sterling supposedly supposed to get a red card.
Yes.
Didn't get one. At the end of the day, Guardiola falls short against Mourinho.
Yeah. The enemies, well, they're not enemies.
Well, they are.
They're football enemies.
Yeah, well, we love it when they portrayed as enemies.
Yeah, so they went up against each other. I mean, their battle starts way back from Spain. Way back.
Another story.
Yeah,
it was very fierce back then.
Yeah, it was like Big Brother kind of. You know those. It was tumultuous back in the day. Now it's more respectful, but they still
there.
It's still there. The fire's still there. But anyway, they went up against each other. I didn't really know what to expect in terms of this match going in because it's like you don't know which Tottenham is going to show up, and you know that City's on the decline, but they still have quality players, still have a quality manager. So I genuinely didn't know. But hey, Tottenham came away. The right Tottenham pitched up on the day and they beat them 2-0.
Well, I think the normal Tottenham turned out for that game. It's just that City missed an awful lot of chances. And Tottenham only had 2 shots on target. And what was the final score?
2-0.
It was 2-0.
It was a typical Mourinho team.
Jose Mourinho.
It was a typical Mourinho.
Classic Jose Mourinho.
So they dulled and they walked away. It's just so disappointing that City, they haven't brought the fight this season. I just don't feel like they have. I don't think they were smart. I don't think they...
What do you think is the reason for that?
I have no idea.
What do you think is the reason? Because a lot of people are talking about Guardiola's fourth season syndrome. But if you look at the pitch, it just seems like they're not scoring as much as they did last season. They're not finishing their chances.
It's like they don't... And I think that's Abazali all of a sudden. It's like there's no... They're not gelling the way they were.
Because there's a crazy stats out there as well.
And sorry to cut you off. And another thing, they didn't. I'm still crying about this. Port, when he got injured, they never made plans to replace. They never made plans to replace Company when he left. They never made any means to cover for Port or the defensive system.
2 transfer windows to do that, and Pep didn't do anything to replace.
So what was he expecting? What are we expecting? I mean, teams who buy actually win. That's a matter. That's the modern game now. You have to buy to win,
to compete.
Exactly.
And win,
So I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know.
Which is another crazy thing is that there's a stat out there that City actually created more chances this season than they did last season. So the issue here is with finishing. So Aguero missing chances.
Like, I don't know.
It's crazy because they're creating more chances. They're just not scoring as much as they should.
But what's happening? I mean,
they're not scoring. They're not firing.
Why? That's the thing. I mean, this is City, bro.
Yeah.
This is not something they've ever struggled with. Even pre Pep days, they've never struggled with that.
It's made it worse as well with the issue of the defense. So they're struggling on both ends of the pitch now. Well, struggling on their standards because they're used to scoring more, but they're just not scoring as much as they used to or they should. So on both ends of the field, it's a big problem for Guardiola. That is why City are where they are right now.
Do you think he'll stay?
And at City, I think he will stay.
For how long?
I think he will stay. Maybe 1 more season.
1 more season.
1 more season. I mean,
he has the 4th season syndrome, as they say. Like Mourinho has the 3rd season.
I don't think he'll get sacked though.
No.
I don't think he'll get sacked, and I don't see him leaving after the season as well.
You know, so you think he's gonna dull a
I think-
comeback?
I think
he's gonna want to go for the comeback.
I think he's going to want to go for the comeback.
And then-
for him, this season, he's going to have to try for the Champions League. I know it's not going to happen this season.
Hell no!
It's not going to happen.
What you gonna think he's gonna try and beat Los Blancos? Try and beat us? Impossible, son. Impossible.
So that's the only thing left for him to
Hey,
prove
but
at
nothing's
60.
impossible with football.
Nothing is impossible. That's the thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the Champions League is left for him. He hasn't won it in years now.
Yeah,
Right? So I think he might stay next season and try to push for that.
we'll see. Anyway, let's move on to the next. To the next.
You were complaining about the Southampton game because at the end of the day, Liverpool
so
won
annoyed.
4-0.
I was so
It looked
annoyed.
like a routine victory if you look at the score.
Yes,
But the
yes.
actual match was a totally different
So
story.
I watched that game and I knew that you guys were gonna win.
yeah,
That was
So it
without.
it was a given.
That was a given.
Yeah.
But as a football fan, I was looking for at least some competition, just to see what would happen. And Southampton actually brought it, bro. In the first half, they at least
They
should
were
have been.
disrespectful.
They were.
Very
They absolutely. They had no regard of who the hell you guys are at
Yeah.
Anfield, bro. They didn't care. They went and they bombed for it. And I thought there were 3 goals that they
missed
should have gotten.
chances. Missed chances.
In terms of missed chances, they had at least 5. But in terms of the ones that they actually should have gotten,
Sitters. Yeah.
absolute sitters.
Yeah.
There were 3 of them. They should have walked in at halftime with the score being 3-0.
Yeah.
And you guys still would have won that match. Don't get me wrong. I just wanted to see someone push Liverpool to the limit, and they did it for 45 minutes, and they capitulated in the second 45.
Phew, 4-0 at the end.
4-0
So
at
now
the end.
it's 18 points left for Liverpool to clinch the title, and that is 6 more games to win in a row. And you got
It's done.
quite a very favorable fixture list as well coming up.
It
I
is
think-
favorable.
I think it'll culminate at the end with the Crystal Palace fixture,
Yeah.
and
But
then that'll be at Anfield as well. So that'll be the final game. We're playing the likes of Bournemouth in there, Everton in there, West Ham, and like teams in the
like,
relegation
I'm
zone.
sure Everton are so sick of you guys right now, bro. Like, it doesn't matter which side they put in, whether it's
Yeah.
their first side, whether it's the F side, whatever, you're still gonna dollar them. So at this point, if we were talking about the old Liverpool versus small clubs, then we would have had something to worry about.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're talking about this Liverpool side that has just been dollaring top and bottom.
Yeah.
So you guys will win the league within those 6 games.
Another
Simple
crazy
as that.
thing is that if City drop points again this season, we might even win it at Goodison Park. That'll sting.
Yeah.
That'll hurt.
Look, it's
Against Everton, that'll
Look,
hurt.
look, it's possible.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean,
It is.
it's not the most impossible thing to happen.
Yeah.
The way City are performing and the way you guys are performing, you guys can win the league within those 6 games.
Yeah.
Period.
United and Wolves again last weekend. Bruno Fernandes making his debut. What do you think about his debut so far? I mean, he did show glimpses of what he's capable of.
Look, I mean, I think he did more than expected. To be honest with you, I think
Yeah.
we've just become unrealistic as people, as football spectators.
As
I
Man
think-
United fans.
No. As
No.
yes, of
As
course.
Man United fans, say it.
No, I'm not gonna
No,
say it.
you-
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Don't
I'm saying
say
as
it.
spectators,
Don't
we've
say it.
become unreasonable.
You-
Bruno
when you-
Fernandes
when you
came
say-
on
when you
and
say
he did.
spectators, you're including us.
Yes,
we
all
don't
of
give
you.
a shit about United. So saying Man United fans are unrealistic.
There is no football without United, so you have to give
You're
a shit about that.
unrealistic.
No, the football fans are unrealistic. So when he came on, I think he did quite well, to be honest
He's
with
a
you.
very brave player. He's very direct.
Exactly.
He took shots at goal. He was very brave.
And he only had 1 practice session with the Jets before
Yeah,
the
yeah.
actual game.
Yeah.
So you can't expect anything. I think he did more than expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get better, but I think he does need the support to back him because he can't carry the team. He can't carry the team. So we
Yeah.
need somebody to help him out. there.
Midfield partners or attacking reinforcements.
We
What do you
need,
think?
we need attacking reinforcement. That midfield is shoddy, bro. Like, to be honest with you,
Pogba's gonna come back.
who gives a shit about Pogba, bruh? Stop bringing Pogba every time. That's our sport.
No. Come on, man. Come on. Pogba, you guys. No, Pogba is gonna come back from injury,
Do the
and you
rabata.
don't know how he's gonna partner up if he were to partner with Bruno Fernandes.
I-
So you tell me you don't want to see the dynamic,
I
just
don't
to see
care.
how it's gonna be.
I don't care because the old Pogba will come back anyway. Siyamazi Pogba unjani mfethu. He'll show glimpses. He's always been a promising player at United, but never actually fulfilled that promise. He's like a flipping Robinho at
You got a
United.
midfield partner now, new midfield partner.
Hey, that won't last, bro. That won't last. I'm telling you now. Maybe I'm being a pessimist, but let's be honest, I'm being a realist. So what will happen is, Papa mahambe, la mali sizoyifumana kuye sithenga abanye abantu and fill that midfield. Done. I'm tired of Pogba, and he's tired of United as well. What do you like? Let's just split in a cordial manner. It's for 100 million way too.
So you don't want to see him play again this season?
The grand Pogba.
You're telling me, Sanele, you're telling me that you do not want to see.
Yeah, what I'm going to say, my man.
He's injured right now.
He's been injured anyway.
You don't want to give him one last shot.
You know what's worse than an injured Pogba? A fit Pogba. That's what's
I tried.
No,
I tried.
No, man, I want to change now and go.
But I think
right
that's
now.
Crazy though, Sanele.
No,
I still think it's very, very crazy and unreasonable for you to say that.
Bruh.
Because you have potentially, we all know that he's a top midfielder. It's just that he doesn't fit into your system.
He's a potentially top midfielder.
He was a top midfielder at Juve in France, and then he came to
So
United.
he wasn't the top of the top.
No.
He was okay. He was good with other teams.
In 2015, Pogba was in the World 11 at the FIFA Awards. So don't tell me he wasn't a world-class player. And then he came to you guys, and then look where he is now.
Yeah,
and now
that's
you don't
his
want to give him. You don't want to give him a chance.
We've been giving him a chance.
Destroyed him.
We never destroyed anyone. No, we said, son, khetha position yakho udlale mntana.
Yeah.
Dlala boy, sibona uba yintoni uzoyenza. But he didn't.
So you'd rather have someone else if he's fit to play. You'd rather have someone else.
Listen, if we can't get rid of him.
No, he's here now. He's obviously not going to leave until the end of the season. I'm talking about now till the end of the season. If he comes back and he gets fit, are you not going to play Pogba? That's what I'm asking.
I'm not choice until umdlalisa lo.
Exactly. You should have told me that in the first place.
No, I shouldn't have. I was telling you how I feel about the whole Pogba dynamic.
Yeah. And if he plays well from now towards the end of the season?
Oh please, it's just a snippet of Pogba anyway. We all know it's gonna go down again, and then there's gonna be him sulking, and then Oscar going down, and then it's gonna be a cycle. It's a cycle.
Wow.
So the grand go Pogba mfethu siyabulela umsebenzi wakho ngahamba bra noma ungabuyela eJuventus noma kuphi anangxaki mfethu kodwa hamba mfethu.
Anyway, moving on. United
100 million.
You won't get it back. Even the Maguire money as well. Anyway, United won't be.
Such a Let's not. Yeah, move on. Moving along soon.
185 million on two players. United won't be playing this weekend, so they have a break for the weekend, and then it'll be next weekend. But since he's playing this weekend, they're going to be hosting West Ham. Routine win for them, you'd say.
Yeah.
West Ham is in the relegation zone.
No. It's gonna be a routine win. Nothing really to report there. It's gonna be a routine win. I'll be shocked if it's less than 3-0, and that's basically.
It's at the Etihad as well.
Yeah, no, I'll really be shocked if it's less than 3-0. Everybody should have a field day.
Yeah.
Right there. West Ham are a team in trouble, as you know, on and off the pitch.
Yeah. Big trouble.
So I don't think bazozilungisa izinto zabo before kufika lo match leyo. So yeah, routine win. I'm expecting a 4-0. In fact, I'm expecting a 5-0.
No, they'll survive though. They have the Man United legend David Moyes.
You know, I really want to swear at you right now, but because we're a good Christian channel,
Anyway, for me, that's the only game to look forward to this weekend because there's not much.
There's not much happening, really, guys. It's just the winter break. But I mean, it's still a game. It's still, if you're football neutral, you'll enjoy that game. There'll be many goals in that one. So just expect a great game, and just enjoy the weekend as well. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Let's wrap it up as we always do. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week and have a great weekend. Peace.